President Trump absolutely made history visiting the Daytona 500 yesterday. There he is in Air Force One flying over the crowd. It is just absolutely phenomenal. I can't wait to share with you all this amazing footage. But first, we need to get the garbage out of the way first. Saturday Night Live had their 50th anniversary show last night. It's one of the most successful shows of all time, even though I think it hasn't really been funny in over 20 years. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you still watch SNL? Do you still think it's funny? And by the way, just out of curiosity, let me know in the comments, what's your favorite cast? My favorite cast is the 90s cast that I kind of grew up with, the sort of Phil Hartman, Genius, Mike Myers, Norm Macdonald, Chris Farley, that kind of era, David Spade, etc. But Tom Hanks, he did something I didn't even think that he was even capable of. He went so low that he really set a whole new precedent for how low these people will go. You know, it seems like every single day a new celebrity breaks my heart. You know, Sheryl Crow, somebody I admired, donates her Tesla to NPR. These out of touch imbeciles keep showing their true colors over and over again. If it wasn't Bruce Springsteen during the election actually backing Kamala, Bruce Springsteen, Mr. America, blue collar himself, backing an elitist academic fraud like Kamala Harris. And the list goes on and on. I mean, there's tons, you know, I don't even want to get into it. But what Tom Hanks did last night, I don't know if you saw this, it just set a whole new disgusting low bar, and it wasn't even funny. It was just outright. I mean, they're just getting lazier and lazier and lazier. Check this out. This is apparently Tom Hanks's version of a Trump supporter. So he puts on a sort of kind of raggedy outfit, with an old kind of retro raggedy shirt. He's wearing the Trump hat. And he essentially is impersonating this is what he thinks of half of the country. This is what he thinks of 75 million people who voted for President Trump. This is what he thinks about somebody who's probably the most popular American president we've had in decades, if not of all time. His approval ratings are up the roof. Even woke propagandist media outlets are reporting this. I mean, they've taken polls, internal, external, et cetera, et cetera. We can feel it too. The American spirit is alive. But somebody who has made hundreds of millions, if not more, off of Americans paying good money to see his work, he just essentially gave a middle finger to all of us. And it wasn't even funny. That's the crazy part. It was so lazy, so poorly executed, so, lacking there was no thought put into this skit. I'm going to share it with you right now. So the audio is going to be a little bit difficult to hear, but basically he's making fun of Trump supporters. He's adopting I don't know if you could even call it an accent. And then the real kind of crux is, besides him demeaning and defaming Christians, he also acts really horrified about shaking a black person's hand. Watch this.
How you doing now? I heard a fellow could win some money here, and I know exactly who that is. The church lady.
Yes, that is correct, Doug. Thank you. That is the church lady. $400 for you.
Oh, well, thank you. Hey, now, speaking of church, can I say something? If more folks went to church, we wouldn't be in this mess we're in now.
You know what? I agree with you, Doug. I'd like to shake your hand, sir. Here we go.
No.
Like that. Oh, no. It's just
lazy, abominable, no truth to it whatsoever. President Trump, not only did he, win in a landslide with the mandate on November 5th, but he had the highest outpouring of Hispanic vote, black vote, women's vote, minorities alike, Asian, Filipino. I mean, he got the highest numbers in all of those categories. So Tom Hanks is essentially, and by the way, that terrible accent, almost like, I mean, dude, the guy made all of his money on Forrest Gump, who was a Southerner, okay, who probably would have voted for Trump because it's common sense and the American people have spoken. By the way, if you want to get your Made in the USA original Nez Nation Patriot merch, the link's in the comment and in the description. You made all your money. You got famous literally playing a Southerner who would have voted for Trump, who was a darling to American and global audiences all over. And you're adopting kind of a sort of a similar accent, but we know what you're trying to do. You're trying to dumb it down, make him sound stupid, and then you're actually committing blasphemy by denigrating Christians and making it seem ridiculous to believe in Christ. Like, I don't get what you're doing. It's like, not only, I mean, I see a lot of people are saying, man, they haven't learned from the past. You can't even say they haven't learned from the past. You can't even say this is what handed them the gigantic L in 2024. It's just like, it's pure insanity. Because the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. That's literally what they're doing right here. It is the absolute personification of pure, unbridled insanity. And it's a shame. And Lorne Michaels should have said something. NBC should have done something. This is a complete mockery. Again, why don't you guys just stick to trying to be funny? You haven't been funny in 20 years. Why don't you stick to trying to be funny? And by the way, quick question. I thought Tom Hanks was leaving the country. What happened to that? I thought you were leaving, Tom. I hope one of your family members or somebody you know is watching this right now, because it's not even anger that I have. It's not even like, it's more than shock. It's more than surprise. It's really pity. I just pity you, man. It's like pathetic. Like, if you're going to do satire, your first job is to make it funny. Your second job is to craft it in an original new way, giving the audience a new perspective if you want to enlighten or educate. But your first job is to be funny. It wasn't funny. It was the opposite of funny. It was sad. It was pathetic. There was nothing original there, too. You didn't put any energy, any effort, any time, any work into that skit. And the bottom line is, it's 1 billion% false. It's just a big, gigantic lie. Like, Trump supporters are not afraid of black people. Trump supporters are not racist. If anything, you guys, the hypocrites, AKA the Democrats, have demonstrated time and time again that you guys are racist. DEI is literally segregationism. That's what DEI is. DEI is the most discriminatory practice that we have committed since the early 50s, separating bathrooms, separating this. You guys are the segregationists. You guys are the racists. So I just, it's pitiful. It's pathetic. And if anybody you know is watching this, I feel it's not only disgusting and repulsive, I just feel sorry for you. And we're not going to watch your stuff anymore. Nobody. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Can you watch Forrest Gump? Can you watch Philadelphia? These are great films. Saving Private Ryan. I'm not going to ever be able to watch these movies again. I'm the first person that just popped in my head, De Niro. I tried watching one of my favorite films of all time, Goodfellas, the other day, and I had to turn it off because of De Niro and how his TDS, which has completely consumed him from head to toe, it's left me unable to watch this. I can't wait to get your comments on this. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Yeah, bad boogie, NBC, pathetic Lorne Michaels, and Tom Hanks. I don't think a lot of people are going to mind you leaving, even though it seems like you're here. Maybe you're just visiting. I don't know. I don't think a lot of people want to see you here back. I really don't. Okay, now some beautiful footage. President Trump's historic visit to the Daytona 500. We also got a little small clip from an interview, but look at this motorcade and then listen to him on the radio. Actually get on the radio and say this. Watch this.
It was a great sight to see all the folks in the stands jumping up, grabbing phones, grabbing cameras as Air Force One did a flyby of the Speedway before landing.
We're very fortunate, Kevin. You and I this sport's given us everything in our lives. Very fortunate to have a sport that somebody as powerful as the President of the United States of America wants to come and be a part of it, be present. Means a lot to the sport of NASCAR and everybody involved.
It does mean a lot, and I've been fortunate to, go to the White House and meet with several presidents, and Donald Trump has been so good to the sport, being and attending events, the Daytona 500 twice now. So it's a great sight to see.
This is your favorite president. I'm a big fan. I am a really big fan of you people that you do this. I don't know, but I just want you to be safe. You're talented people, and you're great people and great Americans. Have a good day. Have a lot of fun, and I'll see you later.
He says, I don't know how you do this. I completely concur. He's so raw. He's so real. He's so authentic. How do you not love this guy? He says, I don't know how you guys do this, but just be safe. This is your favorite president, obviously. And I'm here to just tell you, I love you guys and I support you guys. It's just fantastic. Listen to this quick clip right here where he gets interviewed on the track.
I'm joined now by the President of the United States. Mr. President, 5 years ago, we were standing in this very spot. What brings you back to the great American race?
Well, I think it's fantastic. It's great for the country. Our country is doing well again, and we have spirit all over the world. There's spirit again. We brought it back, and it's been less than 4 weeks. So you'll see what we do in a little period of time. It's going to only get better, but this is very exciting.
You brought your granddaughter. I know some of your other family members are here. You get to take a ride around in the Beast. What is that like?
I'll let you know in about 2 minutes because they're going to be going quite quickly, I understand.
And you just got to meet some of the drivers. Are you going to get on the radio again and talk to them before the start of this?
And I say they have a lot of courage doing this. It's I see it, and I've been here, and they have a lot of guts, as they would say.
Mr. President, enjoy your time.
Thank you very much. Great.
Mike.
Thank you, Jamie. What a day in Daytona, the 67th annual Daytona 500.
International Speedway and the Prince family. We'd like to welcome the 43rd and 27th President of the United States.
Amazing occasion. What an amazing, opportunity for those fans to see that up close. I mean, what a difference from, Sleepy Joe hanging out on beaches, spending all our taxpayer dollars, throwing our country in the toilet, never being seen, never doing a press conference, never giving, by the way, how come the guy who got 81 million votes, the most in history, by the way, why is he afraid and why did he never do any public events? The guy didn't do one public event in 4 years. Look at this. I mean, Trump, it's only been a month. The guy's done how many prime ministers, how many press conferences, how many impromptu? He is the real deal. And he even took questions. Check out this. He even took questions right after the Daytona 500 on the tarmac. Look at this.
Based on your conversations with President Putin, what do you think he wants ultimately in Ukraine?
I think he wants to stop fighting. I see that. We spoke long and hard. Steve Witkoff was with him for a very extended period, like about 3 hours. I think he wants to stop fighting. They have a big, powerful machine. You understand that. And they defeated Hitler and they defeated Napoleon. They've been fighting a long time. They've done it before. And but I think he'd like this. I think he would like to stop fighting.
Do you think he wants the whole of Ukraine, or just what do you think he wants?
No, I think he wants to stop. That was my question to him, because if he's going to go on, that would have been a big problem for us, and that would have caused me a big problem because you just can't let that happen. I think he wants to end it, and they want to end it fast. both of them. And Zelensky wants to end it too.
I mean, the man is an absolute machine, America. We are so lucky. We are so blessed. You did the right thing, and we are going to get prosperity back. Already, you know, Tom Homan just went on and talking about border crossings have dropped over 94%. They've detained thousands and thousands of illegal criminals and sent them packing. We are so back. The American people have spoken. This is our president. And I'll tell you right now, not only did I vote for this, but this is greater than I ever could have expected. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I can't wait to hear from you. Make sure you check out these videos too, coming up on the screen right here, just in case you haven't seen them yet. Tap my face right there to subscribe and follow. Get your Made in the USA original merch in the pinned comment down below. And as always, may God bless you and may God bless the United States. I'll see you soon.